Okay, this is a short little video supplement for the Jack Crafty channel that I just sent in some rock that Patrick was going through, and what I do with it and have been doing with it is make gun flints out of these blades that I drive off of the bigger chunks. Prepare blade cores. Flint knappers know all about that. These chips here are debitage from actually bifacing, so they can be used as well. These are what the flints look like. I make these English style for the most part. Make them in specific sizes. Neo says hi. And use these in flintlock rifles. So that's kind of an overview. This here is a black English flint that's commercially available. I think that Tom Fuller's Apprentice is the only one still making these. This is a French amber flint. So I started trying to make points a couple of months ago. My wife got this. She's thrifty. She got this little display case. She's like, "Oh, you need a place to put these," and then she put a plant on top, which is probably for the best. So this is about all the points I've made so far. I've wrecked about as many, but started out making these little guys. I don't know anything about designs, styles. Just make what I can. These are all raw amoeba chert, lumpy, and anyway, that's how I started out after becoming frustrated with this Paternalis that I have a lot of. So I went to the little easier to nap amoebas, and everything started working. Like, they drive flakes all the way across it. It's glossy. It's, this is one of the first ones that I made, that I actually completed from the better rock. And these aren't very thin, but here's one I made just to get the rainbow pattern in it. It's thick and not quite the right shape. I didn't want to sacrifice the color of the rock. It's an art piece. This is just for pretend. I haven't mastered getting this raw, nasty stuff very thin. This is an early attempt at a preform. I could do better than that now, but a few weeks ago, sure couldn't. There's a preform. Might have made that from a flake. Here's a raw amoeba. Managed to get it pretty thin. I have no idea what style that would be. And then these are kind of where I'm at now. This hard, miserable, raw, steppy, brittle stuff. This one here I just made to see if I could do anything with that concrete, and yeah, not really. Did manage not to break it. Most of these pieces here started out fist size or bigger. I think this one here was about the size of my full size of my hand, and whittled it down to this. Just trying to get it thin, trying to drive flakes. It is tough. I think I got an island on the back of that one. Yep, there's a bad island. I never could get those flakes to travel across there. Notch is okay. Here's one that's about 4 to 1. Lots of steps. lots of lumps. This is a very, very hard, grainy piece of this pedernales stuff. I did manage to get the end thin. This could actually be hafted. Yeah, there's the fantasy point. Just trying to see what I could do with a wide piece. I was so happy that I actually was able to almost drive flakes across it. Almost thin it. This was a big rock. I mean, it was hand-sized at least. And it just gets smaller and smaller and smaller. Grinding and trying to drive flakes and grinding some more, preparing every platform. It's just tough stuff. So anyway, that's just an overview of where I'm at, my skill level or lack thereof, and so I just got started on it, and I've probably broken about that many starting, getting where I don't break them so much anymore. Not as many, but yeah, this raw rock is a bear to start out on. Found out I was doing things a lot more right than I thought I was, but I wasn't having success because of the rock. And so I started experimenting with this amoeba, this glossy, translucent amoeba chert is far easier to nap. It's scoopy, can be very scoopy. It will teach you about angles, platform angles. You can't hit inward too much, but it does like to drive flakes if you get the angles and the edge prep right. And so once you find out that, yeah, you really are doing it mostly right, just the rock's not cooperating, then you can go back to the rock and you can use those learned techniques and learn that maybe you need to hit it harder, prepare the platforms better, make them stronger. Maybe drive inward more than you think you should, but you're going to have a lot more power to drive those flakes. Otherwise, they make stacks and steps. Not so much scoops, but stacks and steps and islands and lumps, and it will make you pull your hair out just trying to get rid of defects when you're new. I'm new. So anyway, that's it.